Would you please remain standing as Joy Castro leads us in the singing of O Canada?
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Would you please be seated? Thank you very much, Joy. Well, good morning, and welcome to this celebration in this wonderful sunny day. My name is Martin Gerson. I'm the Vice President Academic and Provost here at Langara College, and it is my great pleasure to be your Master of Ceremonies this morning and to welcome you all to all of you graduands, friends and family, faculty, special guests, to this Langara College graduation celebration. At this point, I don't know if I can't see very well with all of these lights in my eyes, but if there are any of you left standing at the back, I think there may still be a few seats further forward, and please feel free to move forward and take them up. Before we get into the ceremony itself, please let me take care of a few announcements. First of all, I'd like you to be aware that this ceremony is being videotaped to allow, I guess people don't use tape anymore, do they? Videoed, to allow guests in the overflow room to view the ceremony. And also, we are live streaming this ceremony right across the world so that your friends and relatives and anybody else who happens to want to watch could be watching us right now. Some portions of this video may also be used on the college's website in the future to promote participation in future graduation ceremonies. And finally, the de rigueur announcement: please make sure that your cell phones, Blackberries, iPhones, anything that might go beep during the ceremony is turned off so as not to disrupt things. Now I'd like to introduce the members of our platform party, and I'd ask each of them to stand up briefly and then sit down again as their name is called, starting with Dr. David Ross, President and Chief Executive Officer. Ms. Ann Lippert, Vice Chair of the Langara College Board of Governors. Ms. Lynn Carter, President of the Langara Faculty Association. Mr. Gary Mason, National Affairs columnist with the Globe and Mail and today's keynote speaker. Ms. Teresa Liu, Langara College Board Governor, who was a graduate now in yesterday's ceremony. Mr. Brian McGibney, another Langara College Board Governor. Dr. Mark Smith, a board governor and chair of our Interdisciplinary Studies Department. Dr. Ian Humphreys, Associate Vice President of Student Development and Marketing. Mr. Roy Dakin, Vice President of Administration and Finance. Ms. Deanna Douglas, Vice President of Enrollment Management. Ms. Sue Street, Executive Director of College Advancement. Ms. Gerda Kraus, Board Governor, Education Council Chair, and Division Chair of Mathematics and Sciences. Mr. Clayton Monroe, Dean of Student Services. Ms. Margaret Heldman, Dean of the Faculty of Science. Mr. Ian McBain, Dean of Faculty of Social Sciences and Management. Ms. Linda Arnold, Associate Vice President, Academic. Mr. Darrell Keene, Division Chair of Social Sciences and Business. Just a minute, there are more. Mr. Tomo Tanaka, Division Chair of Creative Arts. Ms. Gayleen Wren, Division Chair of Community Programs. Ms. Allison Drysdale, Instructor of Film Arts. I think there are some film arts people here. Ms. Marie Chatterton, a board member of the Langara Alumni Association. Ms. Charlotte French, Registrar and Director of Enrollment Management. Mr. Pierre-André Santin, Director of Information Technology. Ms. Wendy Leonard, Director of Facilities. And Dr. Julie Longo, the Dean of the Faculty of Arts. We are also delighted and honored to have in attendance a couple of special guests that I'd like to identify. Tim Goodsell, Criminal Justice Program Advisory Committee member. Welcome, Tim. And Jean Lofthouse, a Social Service Worker Program Advisory Committee member. I'm now pleased to call upon Dr. David Ross, President of Langara College.
Well, good morning. They did a lot better than you, just so you know. Board members, distinguished guests, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Langara's 46th Convocation. Now, this is an important day where we recognize student success, hard work, and outstanding achievement. From the quality of the graduands we have in front of us, it's easy to believe in education and the power that it has to transform. Now, for the Langara graduating class of 2012, you are leaving us at a time, I believe, of great opportunity. You only have to look at the results of our recent census to understand how large this opportunity is. In the most straightforward of terms, there are more people retiring than new people entering the labor force. This, coupled with any new jobs created by an economic expansion and opportunities, will be substantial. Now, this may be tempered a bit by longer careers and later retirements, but make no mistake, there will be more opportunities than available people to fill them. Now, this will evolve over time. So, as you form your networks, as you build your communities, how do you take full advantage of what this has to offer? Well, I believe you're off to a good start. To help realize your full potential, I think you have many advantages. First of all, you've been exposed to more knowledge and understanding than any class before you. And as the resource economy shifts, you'll live at a time when your ability to access knowledge will be the currency of the day. One challenge, though, that we do face is that the future isn't here yet. So understand that the skills you require to take full advantage of in terms of what the future will be aren't known. So you need to plan. Stay aware. Maximize your ability to adapt and develop, because rest assured, the world around you will not wait. Take advantage of this, and it will add to you in experiencing more than any generation before you. and be leaders, and you will be leaders, rather, of opportunities that we don't yet understand. This means that for many of you, you'll be at another graduation probably soon. Change will most likely require you to engage with learning your entire life. But embrace this, enjoy it, plan for it, so that you can take full advantage of what it has to offer. Now, to the graduands, I also want to challenge you. I would suggest that education isn't just about careers and knowledge. It also means a better understanding in a broader world context. It's important today to obtain ideas, perspective, and texture on a world stage, but create and innovate in the communities we live and serve in. Act on this. Become the leader in the community that you define. Access ideas, cultures, and discussions from around the world and claim your participation as a global citizen. I'd also like to thank all the parents, all the family members and friends that have supported and sacrificed to help today's graduands to this beginning. You all need to know that your involvement is very important and closely related to the success of these learners. I think I can speak on behalf of the graduands in thanking you for all you've done and will continue to do as they make their next steps. To the graduands, you'll soon be Langara alumni. I invite you to be active alums, to help support future learners and build your network in the broader Langara community. Now, I believe that John Maxwell may have said it best. Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary, in fact, in their desires to reach their potential. I look forward to hearing about all that you achieve. Congratulations again. Live the life you imagine. Enjoy this day and look forward to all that's to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ross. I would now like to ask Ms. Ann Lippert to bring a message from the Langara College Board of Governors. Ann.
Mr. President, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, and friends, but most of all, dear graduates, I'm pleased to bring you greetings and congratulations from Langara's Board of Governors. We wish you much success in your next endeavors, be that in the workplace, in continuing your studies, or both. Today, you're far more knowledgeable and wiser than when you first came to Langara. You have listened and you have learned. Members of the Board of Governors have also listened and learned. Governors ensured that Langara is and remains the leading undergraduate college in British Columbia. We ensure that our students choose Langara because we're well known and recognized and providing exceptional learning opportunities to lead to the future education and career advancement, and also meets the needs of our diverse community. People, facilities, and additional resources are all fundamental to better serving our students. We are proud of what you have achieved so far and wish you much success in the future. Please stay in touch with Langara, and as Dr. Ross said, we're looking forward to seeing you at future alumni events. Thank you.
Thank you, Ann. I'd now like to ask Lynn Carter to bring greetings from the faculty.
Thank you, Martin. Board members, Dr. Ross, honored guests, colleagues, and graduands. On behalf of the faculty, it's my pleasure to extend to you all our very best wishes on this special day. As your instructors, your counselors, your librarians, we've had an opportunity to meet and to work with all of you at some point during your studies here at Langara. We've enjoyed being a part of your successes and achievements. We were pleased to assist you when you wanted to select a course of study, find material for a particular project, or simply wanted further explanation about a course you were taking. We know that many of you made sacrifices to complete your studies. Some of you had to overcome significant barriers. You gave up time with your families. Some of you had to live below the poverty line in order to attend school. We appreciate and we commend you for your dedication and commitment. Teaching and working with you has been a rich learning experience for us. You've helped us to find new ways to present course material. You've always been quick to tell us about what worked for you in a course and what didn't work, and we thank you for that. Some of you will be going on to jobs and others to further study. Many will be doing both. We thank you for having chosen to study with us here at Langara, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Lynn. Now I give you President Ross again, who will present awards to graduating students, and then we'll introduce our convocation speaker.
Thank you. And it gives me great pleasure at this time to recognize two outstanding students and the work they've done here while at Langara. The Langara College Graduate Excellence Award in a certificate program is awarded to the student graduating from a certificate program with a high cumulative grade point average. I am pleased to present the 2012 Langara College Graduate Excellence Award in a certificate program to Ricky Tu. Ricky, can you join me up on the platform, please? Now, Ricky's graduating with both a certificate and diploma in the Social Service Worker program with a GPA of 4.21. Now, whether participating in class or leading programs for youth, his outgoing personality, positive nature, intuitiveness, curiosity, and genuine desire to help others makes him an exceptional community ambassador. Through his future plans to work in social service industry and further education, we know that Ricky is committed to making our communities a better place to live. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present the 2012 Langara College Graduate Excellence Award and a certificate program to Ricky Tu. Now, the Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal and the Langara College Lieutenant Governor's Medal Recipient Award are given to the student graduating from a one-year program with the highest accumulated grade point average and has also contributed in a positive way to the life of the Langara community. On behalf of and in the name of the Honorable Stephen L. Point, Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia, I am pleased to present the 2012 Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal and the Langara 2012 Langara College Lieutenant Governor's Medal Recipient Award to Lisa Wagner. Now, Lisa's a graduate also of the Social Service Worker program with a GPA of 4.26. Lisa's also being recognized for her academic achievement and outstanding community contributions. Her faculty suggest that she is generous and supportive of her peers and excelled both in the classroom and in her practical placements. Lisa is empathetic, caring, and has a natural ability to connect with people. She's committed to helping disadvantaged women and their families and plans to continue her work in the downtown east side with Women Against Violence Against Women. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present the 2012 Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal and the Langara College Lieutenant Governor's Medal Recipient Award to Lisa Wagner. Now, this morning's speaker. I'm very pleased to introduce our convocation speaker this morning. Gary Mason began his journalism career in British Columbia in 1981, working as a summer intern for Canadian Press. One of his first assignments was covering the last days of the province's favorite son, Terry Fox. Gary would later go on to work for the Victoria Times Colonist before joining the Vancouver Sun, where he worked for 19 years in a variety of roles, including legislative bureau chief, city editor, and deputy managing editor, before he began writing a popular sports column in 1997. He joined the Globe and Mail in 2005 as a national affairs columnist based in Vancouver. Included among his many achievements are 2 National Newspaper Awards and 6 Jack Webster Awards, including 2010 Commentator of the Year. He appears regularly on television and radio to offer his thoughts on a wide range of issues. Gary has authored 6 books, including his most recent, the #1 bestseller, Patriot Hearts, Inside the Games That Changed a Country, written along with John Furlong. I'm also very proud to say that he's recognized at Langara as an outstanding alumni. Members of the Platform Party, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure I give you our convocation speaker for this morning, Mr. Gary Mason.
Well, thank you very much, President Ross, for that kind introduction. Good morning, board members, members of the faculty, distinguished guests, all the proud moms and dads in the audience, all the proud grandmothers and grandfathers, and of course, our graduates. Well, you did it. And before we get started, I'd like everybody to give these people a round of applause for the remarkable achievement. This is a particular honor for me. 30 years ago, I was sitting where you are, at least metaphorically. I wasn't able to attend my graduation ceremony because of some conflict, the source of which I have long since forgotten. So this makes up for it. I graduated from Langara with a diploma in journalism. And when I look back on my career and how fortunate I've been, I recognize that I likely wouldn't be where I am today if it hadn't been for this fine institution. So I owe it a lot. Now, this is my first commencement address. And as I thought about what to say today, I realized there were 2 ways I could go. I could give you a speech that was filled with the usual platitudes. You know, the kind that talks about how the world is your oyster, how you should reach for the stars, and if you only get to the moon, that's okay. You should never stop dreaming big dreams. Or I could give you a talk that was perhaps a little more pragmatic in nature. And given that the so-called real world is the one in which I operate every day as a journalist, I felt that was the conversation that I was most comfortable having with you today. I thought I might give you a condensed version of my story in the hopes that there may be a lesson or 2 in it for you, even for those who are planning to go into fields such as criminal justice or computer science or library and information technology. In that sense, I think my story and its message are universal. I graduated from the journalism program in the spring of 1982. Most of you weren't even born then, and you have no idea how much it pains me to say that. But I graduated just as a nasty recession was taking hold in North America. Industries were laying people off, including the newspaper business. Certainly few were hiring. My fellow journalism graduates and I looked around at one another and wondered, what the hell are we going to do? Well, many of us were forced to pursue other career avenues. We needed to pay the rent, and so we took jobs where we could find them. Many of my classmates would never work a day as a reporter. That said, many would become incredibly successful in fields they didn't imagine themselves getting into when they enrolled in journalism. The same thing will happen to some of you. It is the story of life. For me, I was able to hang on to a one-day-a-week job at the Canadian Press News Agency. I was able to survive mostly because I lived with my girlfriend at the time, who had a good job in the media. She was also a Langara journalism grad who was a year ahead of me. And I'm happy to report that we're still going out. In fact, next year we will have been married 30 years, so this is something else for which I have Langara to thank for. But as I say, while she had a full-time job, I didn't. I began freelancing to magazines. And over the next couple of years, I would apply everywhere in the country for a job. Well, for most of that period, I would go to the mailbox in the morning looking for some sort of reply. Now, I know some of you are wondering what letters are and what mailboxes are. That's how we once communicated in the world. Inevitably, the letters would arrive, and just as inevitably, they delivered the same bleak news. Thank you for your interest, but we have nothing for you at the present time. I wasn't the only young person getting those letters at the time. Many freshly graduated 20-somethings were getting them too. And many were throwing those letters in the garbage just as quickly as they received them. Not me. I kept them. I kept all of them in a shoebox. Now you might think that's odd. You wouldn't be alone. But I kept those letters for a reason. Every so often, I would go and open that shoebox up, and I'd read those letters, and I'd say to myself, I am going to make you sorry that you didn't hire me. I am going to succeed, and one day you will know my name, and I am not going to let you defeat me. That was an important decision on my part. It was important because there are two ways you can look at rejection letters. You can look at them and think, wow, I'm the world's biggest loser. I must be pretty much unemployable if this many people want nothing to do with me. Or you can look at them and think, I will prove you wrong. I am going to succeed. I am going to succeed and never forget this trail of rejection, because one day I will realize how much it helped me. Now, I tell you this story not to depress you, but to prepare you for the road ahead. It's not going to be without its challenges. Many of you will be told, we have nothing for you at the present time. There will be times when doubt will creep into your minds about the future and the path you have chosen. Some of you will change course and take a different route entirely from the one you set out on, and that's fine too. But if I can tell you one thing, it's this: don't let a little rejection defeat you. In fact, it can be good for you. It was Ralph Waldo Emerson who once said, "Dear to us are those who love us, but dearer are those who reject us as unworthy. For they add another life. They build a heaven before us whereof we had not dreamed, and thereby supply to us new power out of the recesses of the Spirit, and urge to us new and unattempted performances." The fact is, there isn't a person in the world who has been a success at anything who hasn't had to deal with rejection at some point. It's what you do with rejection and setbacks and disappointments that will define your life in many respects. These are interesting times you enter as young adults. As a generation, you are inheriting a world that is, quite frankly, starkly different than the one I was welcomed into at your age. It is vastly more complicated, the problems exceedingly more multifaceted and intractable. You have your work cut out for you, perhaps many more than any generation in decades. But here's the good news. I have never been more optimistic about a generation meeting those challenges. You see, I know you. Not personally, but you have been in and out of my house for years now. I have 2 boys, roughly your age. So I have met you in a manner of speaking. I have come down in the morning to discover you sleeping on my couches, chairs, floors, backyard, and even in the backseat of my car. I've told you to turn down the music at 3 a.m. And yes, I have sometimes listened in on slightly slurred conversations about music and art and girls and boys and become very wistful. I know the stock that you come from. I know that you are incredibly bright, fun-loving, and more compassionate than perhaps any generation that preceded you. You have what it takes to make a difference, to challenge existing orthodoxies, to be unafraid about upsetting the status quo and reinventing the wheel. And this is a good thing, because you're going to have to. So with that, let me say all the best. Congratulations on your significant milestone today, on your significant achievement. Now go out and make Langara and your family proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Gary, for that really inspiring address. Well, we're now about to begin the presentation of our diploma and certificate graduands. But of course, I'm going to say a few things first. You may have noticed that a couple of times earlier, I and others referred to graduands here, and may have wondered about that word. Someone who is in the process of graduating is a graduand. Somebody who has graduated is a graduate. So, you may be asking yourselves, I'm sure you are, because this is the kind of question that good academics always do ask. Where exactly is that instant where somebody turns from a graduand to a graduate? Well, it is actually the president as chief officer of the college who ceremonially awards the credential, the certificate, diploma, when he shakes the graduand's hand. So you graduands, thought you had already passed all the exams and tests that you needed in order to graduate. But I have bad news for you. You have one more test, and that is to see whether you can get up here and get across the stage and do everything you're supposed to do correctly. So please listen carefully to the following instructions so that this part flows smoothly. Graduands will be given a signal to line up on my left, 1 row at a time. And each one of you separately will be given a signal to start coming up on the stage. You will come up the steps here. You will give your card to Dean Longo, who will present your name. But before she does that, you will stand on a marked spot on the floor. It's very clearly marked, so watch for it. You'll turn and face the first photographer and get your picture taken, holding up your diploma in front of you. And then you will wait until your name is called, and you will proceed across the stage, and you'll be greeted by Dr. Ross, who will give you the magic transformational handshake, and turn and face the second photographer. I'm not making this up. This will really happen. Then you'll shake a couple of other hands, walk down the platform carefully, be greeted by a board member from the Alumni Association who will welcome you into the Alumni Association. You will greet some faculty, and then you will walk back to your seat by going down the east aisle, across the back, and up the center aisle, so that you don't walk in front of the stage and block the view for other people. Faculty who would like to congratulate their graduates may approach the east side of the platform. Audience members who may move closer to the front to get a better picture, also on the east side, to get a better picture of the special graduate that they want to get a picture of. But please remain in your seat until you see your particular graduate lining up and getting ready to go onto the stage. And please go to that spot over on the east side by also going around the back and up the east aisle so that you don't block the view of other people in the front here. And then return to your seat right afterwards, because there's a limited amount of space up here. Those students graduating with distinction will be acknowledged as their names are read. To graduate with distinction, a student must have received an overall grade point average of 3.67 or greater in the final 60 credits of a bachelor's degree program, the final 30 credits of an associate degree or diploma program, or the final 15 credits of a certificate program. Okay, let's see if you all pass. I'd now like to call upon Dr. Julie Longo, Dean of the Faculty of Arts, to present the graduands.
Diploma in Design Formation, Sylvia Child. Emily Margaret Deckend. Marshall Ng. Keisha Marie Go. Catherine Ann Jackson Kaufman. Beverly Lim. Nicole Barbara Gerda Mackenzie, graduation with distinction. Laureen Yumihito Takashita. Cindy Lee Teng. Certificate in Film Arts Acting, Bethany Janelle Chang. Carlin Escaraga. Graduation with distinction, Ria Lauren Federchuk. Graduating with distinction, Hemin Chan Hopkins. Megan Alexandra Magoo. Laura Nicole Miller. Alexander Biron. Caitlin Reed. Certificate in Film Arts Directing, Jamie Michael Foley. Graduating with distinction, Leanna Ruth Victoria Vander von Alexander. Certificate in Film Arts Writing, Alexander Dennis Jones Kennedy. Graduating with distinction, Camila Louise Sadiego. Diploma in Fine Arts. Graduation with distinction, Shiana Ann Anderson. Krista Lee Annon. Jessica Barattini. Melanie Grace Lau. Graduating with distinction, Daniel Joseph T. Laudeau. Billy Pitch Terpenning. So Hong Wong. Diploma in Journalism, Lee Gobo. Kyla Brianne Jonas. Kitaway Lisa Katie Rudd. Certificate in Journalism, Linda Lee Chappelle. Graduating with distinction, Alana Rochelle Harding Rooney. Carla M. Wignes. Martin Ulrich Wismath. Diploma in Professional Photo Imaging, Danielle Baker. Kathleen Gudlevich Broadley. Nicholas Bourne Collins. Ashley M. Drudy. Emily Nicole Edgar. Corina Esquivel. Thorsten Gull. Kathleen Sophia Losky. Jennifer Christie McKenzie. Kenezi Mills. Mudra Napoli. Kane Ocean. Joanna Sanchez Tomayo. Graduating with distinction, Robert Oscar Kosh. Kira Brianna Major. Lawrence Sanchez Saribia. Samantha Janine Winfield. Diploma in Theater Arts Acting. Stephen Foster Beaver. Sarah Brown. Graduating with distinction, Jason Tyler Cliff. Graduating with distinction, Leslie Weyi dos Remedias. Graduating with distinction, Jenica Greenkey. Graduating with distinction, Andrea Patricia Hunsen. Husin. Graduating with distinction, Casimir Matthew Morton Lesgard. Ryan Alexander McDonald. At the spot. They don't take direction very well. Sean Martin McKillen. Graduating with distinction, Stephanie Lauren Faith Moraz. Adele Charlene Mariel Norana. Graduating with distinction, Chris Pashednovek. Graduating with distinction, Kai Scott. Graduating with distinction, Angus Mary Tong. Agnes Mary Tong. Graduating with distinction, Lindsay Christine Winch. Okay. Diploma in Theater Arts Production, Camilo Dominguez Lordono Carina Herreras. Thank you. Graduation with distinction, Carol Jane McDonald. Jessica Lee Ostergo. Jordan Lloyd Watkins. Diploma in Management Information Systems, Ying Hua Kwan. Graduation with distinction. Kwa Kong Nguyen. Diploma in Applied Urban and Rural Planning, Teresa Diane Blackwell. Graduating with distinction, Linda Margaret Gillen. Mark Andrew Robin Nibbs. Marla Nicole Morissette. Matthew Aaron Foshez. Camille Rose Henson. Diploma in Criminal Justice, Mark Ian Banda. Jennifer Lee Melbourne. Curtis Oyan Mui. Joshua Eduardo Para. Roxandria P.A. Troy Anno. Luigi Emmanuel Pera Pinada. Sharon Ramsamy. Tanner Grant Reed. David Soka San. Brandon Gibb Yip. Enoch Yu. Theophilus Young. Diploma in Library and Information Technology, Steinan B. Jemenzan. Basilisa Capitacome. Graduating with distinction, Teresa Jane Eckford. Graduating with distinction, Emily Chung-Yi Fon. Graduating with distinction, Lisa Hansen. Graduating with distinction, Jennifer Michelle Hong. Graduating with distinction, Christine Michelle Jackman. Graduating with distinction, Maria Therese Claire Mandin Lauron. Dalia Mariam Levy. Graduating with distinction, Jeffrey Ralph Libby. Megan Heather Rafferty. Graduating with distinction, Linda Jane Roberts. Jamila Abbas Saley. Graduating with distinction, Randy Tiwanika. Diploma in Social Service Worker, Coordinated. Sonia Batia, graduating with distinction. June Bokel. Alicia Michelle Cooper. Alicia Michelle Cooper. That's why you write it out phonetically. Emily Rose Hampton. Corinne Deborah Horvath. Nira Jayez. Lisa Karis McKay. Janine Mary Parkinson. Ingrid Corinna Pendleton. Pamela Rabout. Karen Precor Sandhu. Karandeep Shawnee. Graduating with distinction, Ricky Carr K2. Certificate in Social Service Worker, Amy Elizabeth Allen. Michael Joseph Bachmeyer. Alexis Catherine Flynn. Carolyn Veron Gatchilian. Raveen Gina Singera. James Robert Stanley. Graduating with distinction, Lisa Christine Wagner. Graduating with distinction, Hazel Marie Whitehead.
Well, I think they all passed. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me with your applause and cheers in congratulating the graduates of 2012. Well, just before I bring this morning's ceremony to a close, there are a few thanks that I would like to extend and a couple of announcements. First of all, I want to extend a sincere thank you to each of you for joining us on this very special occasion. Most of you are here today because of one particular person, one particular graduate. You have probably spent considerable amount of time and effort providing support of all sorts to that person throughout their studies. And so their success today is also your success. My special congratulations and thanks to all of you. As well, thank you to the college employees, students, and volunteers who have contributed to this memorable day. I'd like to thank our theatre arts students, Joy Castro, who sang O Canada for us today, and Massey Day, who provided the music prior to the ceremony. And now I would like to invite graduates and all of you honored guests to attend a reception being held by the college and the Langara Students' Union in the Langara Students' Union building. As you exit the Convocation Hall, you'll be directed to the reception area. In addition, there is signage outside of the Convocation Hall to direct you. For anyone wanting photographs, Artona will be taking photographs in room G109 on the top floor of this building. The top floor is actually only one floor up. Graduates, please return your gown to the gown room immediately following the ceremony and definitely prior to going to the reception. Now I would like to ask the audience to remain seated while the graduates proceed from the Convocation Hall. Once all the graduates and the platform party have left, the guests may leave through either the southeast or the northeast doors and proceed to meet their graduate in the reception. Thank you very much.